Ayaan stood frozen at the edge of the hospital corridor, staring blankly at the red ICU sign. His mother was inside, unconscious after a sudden stroke. The doctors were doing everything they could, but no one could promise anything. Just days ago, life was ordinary. Ayaan, a young software engineer, had been working long hours at his job, barely managing time for his family. His mother would often call him to remind him to eat, to rest, to take breaks from his screen. He'd respond kindly, but always in a rush. "Ammi, I'll call you later." But sometimes, later never comes. Now, surrounded by antiseptic smells and silence, he sat on a metal bench, trying to replay every meal he missed with her, every walk he said no to, every phone call he hurried through. But the more he replayed, the more helpless he felt. For days, Ayaan didn't sleep properly. He kept checking medical reports, Googling treatments, and demanding answers the doctors couldn't give. His world had shrunk into one room and one hope, that she would wake up. One evening, an elderly nurse who had been watching Ayaan for days quietly sat beside him. She placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "You love her, that's clear. But right now, you're holding on to guilt, fear, and control, none of which will change the outcome. Let go, Beta. Be present. Pray if you believe. But breathe." Those words cut through him more deeply than anything else. Let go. He had been trying to control something that wasn't his, to control life, death, healing. He wasn't a doctor. He wasn't God. He was just a son who loved his mother deeply. That night, Ayaan didn't Google any symptoms. He sat beside his mother, held her hand gently, and whispered stories from his childhood. He laughed. He cried. He told her everything he hadn't said before. And the next morning, for the first time in days, her fingers moved slightly. It was small. Uncertain. But it was hope. Weeks passed. His mother recovered slowly, learning to walk and speak again with therapy. But Ayaan had already learned something far more powerful: some things are out of our hands, and that's okay. Holding on too tightly to what we can't change only drains our strength. Sometimes, we heal not by controlling the storm but by learning to be still within it. He returned to work, but now he left on time. He visited home every weekend. He answered every call. And he no longer panicked over things he couldn't predict. Message of the story: we all want to protect the ones we love, to fix what's broken, to prevent pain. But some battles aren't ours to fight. Some outcomes are beyond us. The moment we let go of what we can't control, we make space for peace, clarity, and strength to grow. And in that surrender we often find the healing we were chasing.